Even though I'm not a real twin, I feel like one. Being a twin means you have a deep connection with someone else. That is, unless your twin passes away. That feeling of loss, it must be awful. Having half of you ripped away forever. I thought I was lucky, originally. I never had to experience this loss firsthand, for I grew up being told I was a single twin. My identical sister, Ella, died when we were born due to lung complications. So I never missed what I never really had. Mother always said she was smaller and more frail than I was, and very special, like a small exotic doll, but nonetheless perfect. They took one photo of her. It's now placed above the fireplace, and I often spent my childhood wondering what Ella would have been like. Now I wish I hadn't wondered. I wish the water pipes had never burst. I began to realize something wasn't quite right when our winter curtains became the full-time curtains. We lived in the same shared farmhouse, occupying the bottom of 4 levels as we do now, and I was homeschooled. Harsh winters meant staying inside was vital, and thick curtains were used by my parents to keep drafts out. Mother gave me books and fairy tales to read throughout the long winters, leaving me in my bedroom to ride out the boredom. A few times a year, the heavy cloth curtains would be slightly shifted by Father, allowing me a glimpse of the old elm tree outside my window. Being on the ground floor meant I could only see the roots, never the top, for my window was fully adjacent to the ground. I now realize it was only ever my window, fully adjacent to the ground. As I grew, the winter curtains never moved. Father simply stapled them closed. My mother gave me older books and less fairy tales, with my parents repeatedly telling me that outside the farm was dangerous. Only my room, her office, Father's office, and the small toilet off the corridor were safe. When I questioned where they slept, I was told to stop thinking so much. Told to be thankful that I had not suffered a fate like Ella's, and to think about how lucky I was. Sitting in this room, I think of the words Ella's fate over and over again, wondering why it took me so long to piece it all together. My parents began to school me less, and I began to rebel. I would stand at the door, staring at the stairs 3 meters ahead that led to the second floor. When I heard Father coming down the long flight of steps, I would return to my room and sit by the fire. The fire was lit less and less, but the picture of Ella remained, dusted by Mother daily. When the water pipe burst and water froze over into a pool in my room, I found out. Sometimes, I wish this particular winter hadn't been so cold. The pool of water formed a sleek surface, something I recognized as mirror-like from a novel I read, and revealed to me who I truly was. I saw my face for the first time, and I knew. I had her birthmark, large, purpley black, and stretched over my eyes like wings. It was the exact mark on the stillborn baby photo. Exactly the same place, and exactly the same color. I was Ella. I screamed. That's all I could do. I screamed and screamed and screamed into the frozen surface, touching the mark over and over again. Words crashed through my brain as I clutched the photograph. Ella's fate. Lucky. You're a twin, darling. We miss her so much. But nothing made sense. I remember footsteps, getting louder and louder until they were positioned behind me. A deep sigh, almost of relief, rushed through the room, right past my left earlobe. 2 hands settled on my shoulders, one with bitten pink painted nails and the other smeared with car oil stains. Darling. I took the photo up, staring at the grainy image of this strange-looking child. I couldn't talk. We've been waiting for this day. Here. A small pocket mirror dropped into my lap. I picked it up, flipping open the rusting hinge with one hand and holding it up. Darling, you are her. The sound of lips stretching into a smile smacked my ear. We had to keep you down here to stop you from scaring people. Look. A finger brushed over my eyelids and Mother's voice trembled. It was the eyes, Ella. Normal children do not have fully black eyes.